Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 16th Annual St. Jude and Warren Moon Pro Football Hall of Fame reception. I'm Joey Putrelo. I'm standing here on the red carpet of Morton's Steakhouse. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have been raised the past 15 years, but this year is special because tonight this event will be hosted here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where previously it was hosted in Hawaii. This year, the Pro Bowl and the Super Bowl will be right here in Arizona, and the excitement is high for tonight. Okay, Warren, so your 16th annual event, the first time it's in Arizona. How does it feel to be out here in Scottsdale?
Well, I love coming to Scottsdale, first of all. Let me say that. I mean, who wouldn't love coming here? The weather's always nice. There's a ton to do. There's great restaurants here. So I just love being in this area. But with the Super Bowl being here and also the Pro Bowl, it's a chance for me to have this event because I always have it at the Pro Bowl, and we've been doing it for a long time, and it's been very successful. So the Arizona people have really been supportive of what I've been doing here. I think our dinner's sold out tonight, and we couldn't ask for more than that.
How have you seen this event grow throughout the years? It's been almost 2 decades now.
Well, I've seen it grow not so much in numbers, but in the amount of money we raise, because we raise the prices probably every few years, and we still get the same result as far as the number of people that come out. So it's been very beneficial. We've been able to increase that each and every year, and I'm very optimistic about what it's going to raise this year based on the auction and everything we have going on.
All right, Patriots against Seahawks for the Super Bowl. Make a bold prediction for us.
It's not too bold. This is it's a no-brainer for me. It's Seattle all the way, and I just think that they have a superior football team, and they're going to go out there and show it when it's time.
All right, thanks, Warren.
Okay, thanks for having me.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the FC Tucson Report. I'm Joey Putrelo. The Portland Timbers have arrived in the Old Pueblo, and they're all set to take on Sporting KC Saturday night. They've started their training camp here, and one of the faces on the team is a familiar one to FC Tucson. That familiar face is Christian Valesky. In the 2014 PDL season, he appeared in 6 games for FC Tucson and scored 2 goals. Following an impressive senior year at Southern Illinois Edwardsville, Valesky was invited to the MLS Player Combine, where he would be named its most valuable player. Just a couple weeks ago, he was chosen 32nd overall in the 2nd round of the MLS Super Draft by the Portland Timbers. His first training camp spot being in Tucson, it's hard to imagine a better place for the young forward to begin the next step in his career.
I feel right at home here. I mean, played here the whole summer, and I was given the opportunity to play here, and I did really well for myself here, and kind of took the next step for my playing career. And it's just a great place, great atmosphere, great fans, great coaches, and we had great players. We had a good season, and it's just unreal experience.
Valesky's task now is to make the Timbers roster before MLS regular season kicks off in March. His first chance to leave an impression on his new Portland teammates and coaches will be Saturday.
If my opportunity comes, I'll make the best of it, but if not, then I'm going to cheer the guys on and hope for the best. I know we got a good group of guys here at Portland, and I'm looking forward to it.
You can catch Valesky and the rest of the Timbers as the team takes on Sporting KC 6 o'clock p.m. right here at Keno Sports Complex. And remember to follow FC Tucson on Twitter and Instagram at FC Tucson, and like us on Facebook for continued coverage of the MLS preseason here in Tucson. Once again, for the FC Tucson Report, I'm Joey Putrelo. The world's greatest athletes strive for a strong August to cap off the summer campaign in this edition of Podium 360. We'll relive the Women's Rugby World Cup action in France, backflip through the highlights of the secret U.S. Gymnastics Classic, and dig through the best moments of the Beach Volleyball Grand Slam in Klagenfurt. Keep your remote where it is because Podium 360 starts right now. And Nicole, that's because the United States would have to face the Goliath of Pool B, back-to-back World Cup champs New Zealand. However, the Eagles' first test would be the defending Six Nations victors, Ireland. We take you to Marcoussis, France for this affair. Jamie Burke there in the black helmet, extending her all-time American cap record to 48. Burke said back in June this is her final bow in the World Cup, but that is if she doesn't want to be single. Remember, folks, she said it, not me. Ireland gained an early 3-point edge via the leg of Naim Briggs. Without question, she was the MVP of this contest. We'll have more from Briggs in just a bit. Then it was Linnell Kugler, wasting no time in response for the United States as she slips her way into pay dirt. Eagles would go up 7-3. Briggs would punch in a crucial try in the 39th minute, and so the Irish head to the locker room with the momentum and a 10-point lead. But in the second half, the Eagles came out guns hot. To minute 42, Carmen Farmer, by the goal line, only 2 years experience playing rugby to her name, but Farmer gets a big push from her fellow countrywoman and scores to pull the United States within 3. Then it was Briggs once again with another clutch kick, splitting the uprights, and the Eagles' deficit doubled. Briggs really took the reins of this match, scoring nearly 80% of her nation's total points with 18. And so, carried on the back of 9 Briggs, the Irish send the United States a step closer to World Cup elimination by the final score, 23-17. Nicole.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Grounded over to second base, fielded by Farley. And the throw over to Sapp will retire Moore for the first out here in the bottom of inning number 6. Portland up by 3. And now Bobby Dahlbeck, the third baseman, is set to dig in. Dahlbeck 1 for 1 in this contest. Overall in the series, he is 3 for 6. He doubled home a run in the first, that was Newman, and then walked in the third. First pitch swinging for Dahlbeck, and here's a high drive, fly ball out to left field, and that is gone. Bobby Dahlbeck hits home run number 3 on the season, and he now leads the rest of the Wildcats. The deficit cut in half. Portland's lead now just 4-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And it seemed as if Dahlbeck knew it was gone from the moment his bat struck it. Taylor was giving chase over there in left field, but if it goes over that red line, over the Geico sign there on the fence, that counts as a home run. Here is J.J. Matajevic, the first baseman. Strike 1 delivered, and now the sun has really come out to join us. Yinger, over 75 pitches now, has Matajevic in an 0-2 hole. And that is lined over a leaping Lucarelli's head at short and through into center field for the base hit. So Matajevic now 1 for 3 after striking out, swinging in the first, and flying out to center field in his latest plate appearance. 1 down, and the Cats down by just 2. Here is Jared Oliva, the left fielder. Let's see if Coach Sperry sends someone out to the bullpen now for Portland, and I believe he will. Oliva takes a look at ball 1 outside. He's hitless in 2 at-bats. He flew out to right field in the first and in the bottom of the 4th. A right-hander has begun to throw in the bullpen for Portland. It is Jordan Wilcox, the junior. Pickoff attempt by Yinger there to get Matajevic, but he slides back in time. It was a close one. Quick tag there by Sapp. Oliva looking at a 1-0. He represents the tying run at the plate. Another pickoff attempt there by Yinger. Now it's 78 pitches. Just high. Good patience there by Oliva. 2 balls and no strikes. Looks like a left-hander will begin to warm up as well in the bullpen for the Pilots. It'll be Brandon Snyder. We saw him last night come in to work the final inning. It was a perfect one with a strikeout. 3 balls and no strikes now on Oliva. Hitting .357 on the season, but .394 with runners on base. Yinger clips the outside black, and so 3-1. Oliva taking all the way. We should expect to see a swing from him here. Hitter friendly count, 3 balls and 1 strike. Yinger with another throw over to first base. His 3rd time trying to pick off Matajevic. But Arizona's freshman first baseman slides back in time. Another quick tag there by Sapp. But alas, not enough. Portland has out-hit Arizona 8-6. 2 runs separates these teams as well in favor of the Pilots. Fly ball out to left field. Taylor moves into the shade and makes the catch for the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Matajevic stays put on first. 1 run has crossed on 2 hits, no errors. And with Matajevic standing over there on the bag at first, here is Aguilar. Aguilar 1 for 2, making his debut in this series with a single to lead off the 2nd inning. He struck out swinging back in the 4th. K number 4 on the air for Aguilar. 1 of 2 punch-out victims on the day for Yinger. Now at 83 pitches. Another throw over to first base. Matajevic slides back safely once again. Aguilar now 3 for 12 on the season. As I mentioned, he's 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. That'll knot up the count. Gibbons on deck and Banke in the hole. Both of them 0 for 2. Yinger from the stretch delivers, and the bunt put down by Aguilar. It goes foul. Probably won't see him try that again here, because if he bunts it foul with 2 strikes, that'll count as a K. Matajevic on first. 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Portland 4, Arizona 2. Swung on by Aguilar, and it's a fly ball hooking into foul territory. Gill able to make the catch, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 6th. 1 run scores on Bobby Dahlbeck's solo home run. 2 hits, no errors, and Matajevic left on first base. Sapp, Whalen, and Lucarelli coming up for the Pilots. We've played through 6 innings and heading to the top of inning number 7. Portland leads 4-2 over Arizona at High Corbett Field.
Pineda from midfield now. We'll send it across to the near side. Ooh, pickpocketed. Madronda again. Madronda, who had that assist, Benny, he's making plays both on the offensive side and, as we've seen a lot now in the 2nd half, defensively as well.
Yeah, he's a very quick player. He's very technical, and something that gets lost a little bit is his defensive ability to win balls. So he's been able to do quite a bit of that of work in the 2nd half right now. But like I said before, the biggest thing is the passing once we do win it, and he's been able to kind of complete some of those passes forward to kind of spring us after we get past that initial pressure from Seattle.
Controlled now by Carrasco. He'll send it over to Abdul Salam. Battling with Nagel up the near side, and it's knocked out of play. Possession stays with Sporting. Thrown in, the pass to Carrasco. Madronda to the middle. Here's Rogers. And Marshall is there. Off the head of Martins. Up to Dempsey. And the United States captain breaking free. Here he comes up the middle. What a save made by Kempen.
Fantastic run from Clint Dempsey. He's so difficult to contain sometimes when he gets going at you, but you know, obviously Kempen makes a great save there, and we're just able to throw him a little bit off balance to not get him a very clean shot on goal, but that's a great play from him.
No, that was full extension by John Kempen. Incredible save, beating one of the best in the league, Clint Dempsey. So still 1-0. Sporting KC out in front. But Dempsey now looking for redemption. The lead pass out to Martins. He's got an opening. And another save made by Kempen. That time had to do less work, but great job again by Sporting KC's defense. Making up for leaving Kempen out hanging to dry on that shot by Dempsey earlier, that he was able to come through and make the save.
Yeah, Kempen's come into the game, and he's picked up right where Timmy left off. So our two goalies so far have had a fantastic game with some really big saves to keep this game at 1-0 for us.
Kempen, a native of Overland Parks, Kansas. He's another one of those young guns, 21 years old.
And just called up to the national team for his first ever January camp. So he should have a bright future as well ahead of him.
And I'm sure once training camp starts again for the national team, he might remind Clint about that shot again.
Yeah, well, I was in the locker room when we ran into Clint, and I saw Kempen get teased a little bit. I guess he got scored on by Clint a couple of times in national team camp, so I'm sure Kempen will try and get him back for that.
Lead pass chased down by Hollisey, goes out of play going back to Seattle. And going back to Kempen again, Benny, the United States right now, you know, with Timmy Howard on his international break, Nick Raimondo getting playing time as well, but Raimondo 35 years old right now for Real Salt Lake, and Kempen, he could be the future of the United States and perhaps maybe the next keeper for the U.S. in the World Cup in 2018.
I think Brad Gazan will have something to say about that, maybe even Timmy Howard, so might be getting ahead of ourselves. But, yeah, Kempen's definitely got an opportunity to find his groove here and eventually be a starter in the league. And
here comes Martins again, and this time he finds the net. Obafemi Martins with the equalizer on the assist from Clint Dempsey. And we are tied at 1.
Yeah, those two guys are very difficult to mark. It just takes an instant like that where Clint is able to turn and find Obafemi, and Obafemi is always running into space. So once he gets going at it, it's very tough to slow him down. And that's their first clinical finish of the night.
That goal comes in the 62nd minute. And so we've seen time and time again in this game, Martins getting his chances. And that time, you know, when a guy like Martins, an MVP candidate of the MLS, gets that many tries, eventually one of them is going to go in.
Yep, definitely. That's typically how it happens.
Once again, I'm Joey Putrelo. A cordial thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow night for further pregame coverage of Arizona football versus Nevada, only on Channel 3 Sports.